All right, welcome to the precursor of what I think I'm going to call couch criticism. Now, does it roll off the tongue easily? No, not at all. Is it the best idea I came up with, though? Definitely. Some other ones were couch critiques, but I'm no one to critique. We're going to start off the precursor of couch criticism by reviewing one of my favorite shows and one of the best shows of all time, Hunter x Hunter. Now, I know I said it with the X. This is to inform you, don't fucking say it with the X. If you say Hunter Hunter with the X, I'm going to assume you miss your X. And this isn't a safe space for missing your X. This is a very hateful place, so leave. Now, Hunter x Hunter is one of those shows where we get to jump right into the action and learn our main character, who he is, and what's going to happen. So, episode 1, we get right into it. We see Gon up in a tree, and he is trying to catch a fish, specifically the monster of the swamp that his dad caught before him. He's been the only one to do it. Now, why does he want to catch this fish, you say? Well, when he catches this fish, he can go take the hunter exam that his dad took and passed. The whole reason why his dad left him and became deadbeat. Now, you may be wondering, wow, what a boring show, just a kid chasing his dad. Well, for 12-year-old me who didn't have a dad, this was very exciting. Now, Gon is being raised by his aunt, and after he catches this fish, you see her face. She's not fucking happy about this, but there's nothing she can do. She made the deal, and now she has to follow through with it. Now, they do this weird little handshake that makes me cringe every time I rewatch this show, so I do skip over it. Maybe I'm weird, but just gotta. Now, after he catches the master of the swamp, he gets on the first boat out of Whale Island where he lives to take the hunter exam. This is where we meet our next two main characters, Leorio, a middle-aged businessman, and Karapika, just a nice girl. Wrong. Karapika is not a girl. Yes, tricked you.
So that was a fucking lie.
And if you watched the show before, I'm sure you also didn't know for the first couple episodes. Yeah. Now, it may have made you question your sexuality. And if it did, me too. Welcome to the gang. Well, while all three characters are on this ship, the captain predicts a violent storm that's blowing through and readies the crew for the battle. Now, all the other applicants are on board aren't able to hold their stomachs with the sea and fail out immediately. Now, do they even know that the hunter exam has started? No, but it has. Our main three characters, on the other hand, are able to hold their luncheon and pass this portion of the exam at least. Now, the captain questions them and their motives for taking the hunter exam. Gon answers honestly. Leorio states he's after money, fair enough. Karapika, on the other hand, doesn't feel like telling. The captain gets it out of him why he's taking the hunter exam, and a little fight breaks out between Leorio and Karapika. All because Leorio wants to be called Mr. Leorio. And you may be thinking, okay, he's a middle-aged businessman, kind of fair. No, this dude is 16. So we have an old-looking man who's young and a boy who looks like a girl. Now, they start beefing over this, and they go out onto the ship. They're ready to fight. Meanwhile, when the crew members from the ship goes overboard, Karapika and Leorio go to save him, barely miss, but Gon flings himself over the ship and grabs this man and saves him. Just absolutely wild for a first episode, but I'll continue on. Now, after all this happens, the captain sees this and decides that he will bring all three of them to the exam site. And unfortunately, that is where the first episode ends, but tune in for my opinions on the next episode. My thoughts on this first episode are pretty positive. It kind of hooked me really quickly. I actually started watching this at 5 a.m. because I didn't feel great, and I ended up watching the whole first season within the same day. It's kind of rare for anime to do that to me, to instantly draw me in like that, but this one was able to. And I think it's just because of how quick we get into the action. We're not waiting a whole season for him to be able to take the exam. We jump right into it. And then we also get three pretty interesting main characters. So, of course, Gon. We get Gon, who is a really interesting 12-year-old who has some pretty extreme skills. But on top of that, we get Karapika, who is on this revenge arc trying to hunt down the Phantom Troop, and Leorio, who, yes, is after the money with the Hunter exam, but definitely has some ulterior motives behind taking it. And after the first episode ends, you're really just wondering what the second episode could possibly be, and it really gets you to watch it. Well, thank you for watching the precursor of Couch Criticism. Kind of forgot the name there for a second. Don't worry about it though. Now, I'm looking to record one episode of Couch Criticism every week. It's not going to be just a episode review. It will be an episode review and a couple other things, just general thoughts, what's going on, any drama. But yeah, stay tuned in next week for the official first episode.